Pakistan is on the front line of the vulnerability of global climate emergencies and climate change vulnerabilities. It has been ranked 8th as the most vulnerable country to the catastrophic impacts of climate change. Youth are the most vulnerable group during floods, natural disasters, and climate emergencies. Youth are lagging behind in coping with climate emergencies, responding to climate change issues, addressing climate change and disaster issues, and playing their due role in climate justice. The project engaged youth and addressed youth's climate change issues by integrating and including youth voices, power, potentialities, and ideas in climate actions and climate justice to strategically and systematically cope with climate emergencies and vulnerabilities and to secure our future and our precious planet. Established 30 youth members youth platforms for youth-led activism on climate justice in Quetta, Pakistan. Train the platform members by conducting orientation, visioning, concept development, TRs, role and responsibilities, youth power and narratives, climate justice initiatives-based programming and actions. By establishing a youth-centered climate-resilient society based on climate justice through structuring diverse and inclusive youth for climate justice, conducted youth climate justice forums for integrating intergenerational voices in climate action. The platform further engaged grassroots youths and identified the youth climate justice's needs, demands, issues, and challenges, incorporated youth's opinions, consultations, feedback, and reflections for developing youth narratives, statements, policy briefs, and prioritized actions on various climate change issues like flooding, migration, drought, locust attack. Addressing the identified youth climate issues through youth's creative solutions, competitions, and productions applied artistic means of awareness for climate justice, scaling up youth creative activism actions through youth arts exhibition on climate justice in Baluchistan for building the collective youth power and collectively youth-led strategic and systematic actions by promoting powerful youth-led activism for a youth-centered, climate-resilient society, integrating, utilizing, and flourishing the youth's potentialities, skills, ideas, creative social productions, and digital and artificial intelligence-based climate actions and climate justice to contribute to securing and saving our future and precious planets.
Scaling up youth creative activism action through youth documentary and short film production competition on climate justice in Baluchistan. Applied the innovative and creative tools of creative productions, filmmakers, and filmmaking for climate justice. The filmmaking competition and screening were organized. The filmmaking competition received 21 climate justice films from the young filmmakers of Quetta. The films of young filmmakers screened in filmmaking screening events with the participation of youth, diverse, and inclusive participants. The jury selected the 3 films for first, second, and third prizes, and 3 documentaries for first, second, and third prizes, and 1 animated animation film for first prize. At the end of the film screening, the Climate Justice Seminar was also conducted where keynote speakers delivered their speeches on climate justice. Scaling up youth creative activism actions through youth photography competition on Baluchistan's context climate change coping, climate change mitigation, climate change resilience, climate justice, overall environment, and climate justice in Baluchistan. Applied the approach of climate justice in the eyes of camera and photography. The photography exhibition was organized at Quetta. The photography exhibition received 40 climate justice photos from the young photographers of Quetta. The photos of photographers displayed in the photography exhibition gallery. The visitors visited the photography exhibition galleries. The jury visited the photography exhibition gallery. The jury selected the 3 photos of photographers for first, second, and third prizes. At the end of the photography exhibition, the prizes, shields, and certificates were distributed among the photographers, jury, and keynote speakers. Produced a 2-minute radio message and aired it on FM radio for radio listeners. Converted the audio message into a video with relevant images and uploaded it on YAD's social media channels, with a plan of engaging a large number of social media users and viewers.
अस्सलामुअलैकुम। पाकिस्तान मौसमियाती तब्दीलियों के तबाहकुन असरात से सबसे ज़्यादा ख़तरे से 2-4 मुल्क के तौर पर 8वें नंबर पर है। सैलाब, कुदरती आफात और आबोहवा की हंगामी सूरत हाल के दौरान नौजवान सबसे ज़्यादा कमज़ोर होते हैं, क्योंकि नौजवान अंदरूनी तौर पर बेघर हो जाते हैं, तालीम छोड़ देते हैं। भूख, खुराक, पीने का साफ पानी, तनाव, सदमे, दिमागी सेहत के मसाइल, नफ्सियाती मसाइल और ज़हनी दबाव का सामना कर रहे होते हैं। नौजवान मौसमियाती हंगामी सूरत हाल से निपटने, मौसमियाती तब्दीली और आफात के मसाइल से निपटने और मौसमियाती इंसाफ में अपना किरदार अदा करने में पीछे हैं। यूथ प्लेटफॉर्म बराए मौसमियाती इंसाफ प्रोजेक्ट हमारे मुस्तकबिल और हमारे कीमती सियारे को महफूज बनाने के लिए आबोहवा की हंगामी सूरत हाल और ख़तरात से हिकमत अमली और मुनज़्ज़म तरीके से निपटने के लिए नौजवानों की आवाज़ों, ताकत, सलाहियतों और ख़यालात को शामिल करके हल करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं। ये पैगाम यूथ एसोसिएशन फॉर डेवलपमेंट की जानिब से नशर किया जा रहा है।
Youth creative activism, creative expressions, creativity, edutainment, interactive and art for climate justice by conducting theatre performances on climate justice in Balochistan. Conducted theatre performances with script, content and messages on climate change coping, climate change mitigation, climate change resilience, climate justice and overall environment in Balochistan. Applied the tools of social media for awareness on climate justice. Youth engaged online through social media. The project all milestones, deliverables, products, activities, events and intervention pictures, video clips and documentaries uploaded on YAD's social media channels for social media users and viewers.